Let's define chemical reaction now. So what is a chemical reaction? Well, it's a process, okay, in which what happens? We have the chemical bond. I hope you guys have seen the basics. We have spoken about chemical bond over there. So chemical bond between obviously atoms, they are broken. Does it make sense? And new bonds are formed. Right, resulting in the creation of a new substance with different properties. Okay, guys. So this results in creation of new substance with different properties. Does it make sense? First thing is we need to break to make new. So herein, process in which chemical bonds between atoms are broken and new bonds are formed. This results in new substance with different properties. That's when we set to have a chemical reaction. Of course, in your lower grades, you would have studied about physical change and chemical change. Physical change is wherein the chemical properties, the bonds are not broken, but the structure can be and structure will be changed. That's physical change. Chemical change is wherein new substance is created. Right? I mean, I hope I don't want to tell all of that because it's kind of repetitive. You are in a stage wherein this should not be the case, talking about physical change and chemical change difference. Now, what indicates, if you see some change, what change should we observe so that we'll tell, what, a chemical reaction has happened. So what are the signs? One is, can you guess? There are 4 of it. Can you guess? Yes, the first one is to do with color. Color, what? Change in color. This represents change. The triangle, delta, change in color. Next, what? This is to do with, can you guess? Gas. Evolving. Can you guess what is this? It's kind of very clear. Temperature change. And this has to do with things precipitating. Okay, precipitating has to do with, you can see this dot 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 now. So precipitate formation. So when you when you mix 2 liquids, you get chunks of things, they'll go and settle at the bottom. So we have solid material produced when 2 liquids react. We have 2 liquids, but that leads to something solid being created. Okay, so color change, one of the most famous example would be rust, right? Iron, when it exposed to moist air, here the word is moist. Means what? Yes, it has water in gaseous form. So in the previous video, we spoke about the environmental factor, right? So that's where indirectly, everything keeps coming, So that's the best part about chemistry. It's like every time you learn something new, it's a revision of the old thing. So yeah, changing color, that is the thing. Iron, it becomes reddish brown. It will have that layer, and if you scrape out that, the inner ones will not be that. If you have seen, inner ones will be okay. Of course, if you don't do that in time, everything will kind of degrade. Is it not? So that's where we can see changing color. Gas evolving, what I can think of is, yeah, you guys have seen volcano experiment wherein you have baking soda, you mix it with vinegar. Have you guys seen that? You can web search that, or I'll put it in the next video. So sodium bicarbonate, when it mixed with vinegar, it produces carbon dioxide gas. So that's one of the example. Then change in temperature, basically burning. That is also chemical reaction. And precipitation, that we'll see a specific set of examples. So let me not go to that. You might not understand it. Now, what are the types of chemical reaction? There are, I've listed here 3 plus 3, 6, 7. 7 types are there. Can you think what is that? Can you see? Can you guess? First one is to do with combination. This is known as combination reaction. This is, can you guess? Correct. We are decomposing. So this is a decomposition reaction. What do you think this is? Displacement. Right? The person, his house got burnt or something, forest fire or earthquake or something, they're getting displaced. Then this is what, that's your redox reaction. Oxidation reduction reaction. This is the famous example. Sorry, my bad. Redox reaction. And what is this? This is displacement. This is 2 written over there. Double displacement. This is nothing but your, yes, Dragon Ball Z. That is your exothermic. That is energy is being given out. Exothermic reaction. And it's the opposite of exothermic. This is endothermic. What happens in endothermic? This is energy. This is a sponge. What is it doing? It's absorbing it. It is taking in. No, you are absorbed. The energy is being absorbed. That's what is happening over here actually. And these are your types of reaction.